The Pomodoro technique is, well, a time management technique that is quite popular and helps people to do focus work. But does it really? Hi, my name is Simona. I'm a coach and I'm passionate about time management. As a former procrastinator, this passion was born mostly out of need. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Pomodoro Technique, which I have used for many years now. I'm going to show what it is and what I think are the pros and cons so that you can decide for yourself whether you want to try it or not. Also, I'm going to be sharing 3 power user tips that I think make the technique even better in some situations. Stay tuned until the end. First thing first, what is the Pomodoro Technique? Why is it called like that? I'll explain that with the help of a cartoon.
The Pomodoro Technique is a time management technique that helps you do focused work while blocking out all the interruptions for a set period of time. No real veggies are involved except for a timer, a kitchen timer that is shaped like a tomato that the inventor of this method had in his kitchen. It works like this. You schedule and do a 25 or 50-minute session where you don't have interruptions, you block off everything, and you just get to work. You decide in advance what task or tasks you are going to tackle and just get down to it. No interruptions. Again, no emails, no internet, nothing. When the timer rings, you can take a break. 5 or 10 minutes break to recharge, and then you can start again. You can schedule as many sessions as you want, alternating focus session with breaks. Every 2 or 4 sessions, you take a longer break. During the break, you can go for your interruption of choice, social media, internet, whatever it is, or you can take a walk, you can have some healthy food, just make sure that you recharge for the next session. Now, let's see what else.
Let's start with the pros. First of all, the concept of uninterrupted work. It really helps you to focus. So you avoid all interruptions. So you silence your emails, you silence your phone, no Slack, nothing, and just do it. And that in itself is amazing. And it really saves you time because you're focusing on just one thing. Second, I think it helps for tasks that you don't really like, because you set a period of time, and usually you set 25 minutes on this thing, and you say, well, I don't really want to do this, but it's just 25 minutes, so I can get it done. And actually, by knowing that this is going to be an end and it's not that far away, it actually helps you just getting it done. The third one, which I think is the point that most helped me, is that you plan your tasks so that it's going to be 25 or 50 minutes long. So something that can look daunting and can hold your feelings and your heart and your gut because you're afraid of it, because it's big and it's huge. It's just breaking down in smaller things that are easier to manage, and in that way it's all the harder to procrastinate on it because you know that it's just that little piece. So this third point really helped me a lot, and I think it's a great pro for this technique. Let's move on to the cons. There are not many. I found just one, but it's pretty important. I have found the technique to be a hindrance when I'm doing creative work, when I am really into a state of flow, and it takes a while to get into that, but you get into what you're doing and you're actually really doing your best work. You're harnessing your whole power, your knowledge, your insights, and you're moving ahead on a topic, and it's great. It's a great feeling. It's where we do get our best work, and that may go way beyond definitely the 25 minutes, but mostly also beyond the 50 minutes mark. So having something that tells you to stop, you might just ignore it. You might not even hear it. It happened to me once. Or it might be just really, really annoying. So my suggestion is that you consider, if you're doing really deep work, maybe also if you're in team and you're working on something, is to avoid the Pomodoro technique. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't take a break once in a while, but it might be, your session might be longer than 50 minutes, so you might take a break sometime after that mark. As per usual, my suggestion is to experiment with this. Try it out and observe what happens to you. Not just in terms of the quantity, so how much you get done, but in terms of the quality and what happens to you when you're trying it. Observe your feeling. Observe whether this technique helps you where you're struggling. For me, for example, it's with procrastination and with sort of my feeling of fear of some big projects. So just observe and trying to figure out whether it helps you or not. Whether you want to continue, change it, tweak it, or just stop. And if you want to, share it in the comments below. So here are 3 power user tips for you to try with the Pomodoro technique. The first one, I think it works best with emails. And that is to give yourself a short time frame, 25 minutes, to deal with emails. Maybe not really first thing in the morning, but after you've done the first big, very important thing for the morning. And you're probably gonna have, you probably would need more time than that. But setting a timer to 25 minutes is going to oblige you to prioritize like there is no tomorrow. And that is the key for emails, and not get lost into the low value chatter. So the question is, how can you deal with emails as effectively as possible in a 25 minutes time frame? Power tip number 2. Try to create the conditions that help you doing your best work. One thing that I tried out, and it was with one of the apps, it's Pomodoro Technique apps, there's a lot of them, and they allow you to set either background music or background noise for the session or for your breaks. And during the sessions, at some point, I put on a grandfather clock noise in the background. And I realized after a few sessions and after a few days that as soon as the clock started, that regular noise started, I was already focused and I was really primed for doing focus work. So the question is, how can you create an environment that helps you doing your best, most focused work? Third pro tip, get a buddy. So getting an accountability partner is proved to help and to increase the chances that you're actually going to get things done. And you can do that with your colleagues, or you can even do that online. If you go to focusmate.com, you'll find the link in the comments below. They're going to partner you with someone, and for 50 minutes, you work on your things, he or she works on their thing. So you declare what you're going to work on, they do the same, and then at the end of the session, it's a brief chat. Did you achieve it? Did you not achieve it? How did it go? How did it feel? And then you move on to your break, and then possibly to another session. And the accountability thing, of course, they will not know whether you've actually done it or not. But the fact of sharing this with someone usually increases the chances that you're actually going to do it. What do you think about this? And how does it make you feel to share your tasks for that particular moment with a stranger or with a colleague? If you feel that this technique might work for you, experiment with it. observe your reaction, and then take it from there. No one says you can't tweak it, take it as it is, or drop it altogether. Just pay attention to the fact that it's a change, and that might raise some emotions and just make you feel uncomfortable. So make sure that whatever you decide to do, it's for the good reasons. And in the end, it is your decision and your responsibility to decide what to do. If you've tried it, share your thoughts in the comments below. That would be greatly appreciated. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.